Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
I'm not sure how it is well over a quarter of a century into MMP that we still have this mad idea that just because you're the head of a party, head of one party, you are the boss apparently of another party. Christopher Luxon is supposed to somehow be having a word with Winston Peters over the comments from the weekend, not to mention yesterday as well when he doubled down. Problem number one. The media walked right into the trap, and it's not even a new trap, for goodness sake. It's a tired old game that Peters has played for years now. Say something emotive, cue the outrage, milk it for as long as you can. In many respects, it's a shame about Peters, I reckon, because in some areas he's actually a bright, experienced operator. It seems from his turn this time around as foreign minister, like the last time he played the role as foreign minister, he's actually quite good and quite effectual. It's just given the vagaries of MMP, he has to run the populist lines around race to get the required 5% to keep him and his mates in work. So you've got this kind of dichotomous mix of loudmouth headline grabber and senior operator in heavyweight areas like foreign relations. Anyway, back to the Prime Minister. What people clearly forget is this is a deal of convenience. They are not natural bedfellows, and Luxon, despite the fact he holds the top office and despite the fact his party has more members in the deal, he's not the boss. I am sure he would like to think he is the boss, but here is the MMP reality. Can he govern without Peters? No, he can't. So who really has the power? Dare I remind you that I was quite vocal at the time in saying during the campaign that the smartest thing that Chris Hipkins did was rule Peters out completely. Luxon, having been gifted the perfect out, failed to follow suit, and look what happened. The simple truth about our system is you make do with what you've got, and what Luxon and Seymour have is a potential problem. This is merely months old, this government, and if you think there isn't more where this came from, you haven't followed the Peters playbook for the past 3 decades. Say whatever you want about the bloke, but what you cannot accuse him of is being inconsistent. Race has been his ticket to relevance and will continue to be, because there has been and always will be enough New Zealanders who swallow the bait hook, line and sinker. If Luxon's just waking up to that now, it is going to be a very, very long 2.5 years.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.